afua meka wo se okoya be fidie tintan so a Facebook no Cstv GH so na YouTube Cstv GH ko ha like na so for adwentre so eto ase emepemu no ye be kenkan ni na de ama mayenda ye hosima ye ba ye de kase ni nkyere mankasa eso no Yada sena ya shasi ya nye dini echremu ewa omampeni akachi na indrada anachese eye kusiada eye mene bosumida na tosu edionu enum wafimpinu eni edionu enum na eye African Union Day eye African na eda na Ghana mampeni John Dramani Mahama ede nsembi etujwa o trebu se nsema na se eniema eye abrofo no wode yen efemu kwadan dani o hawa chese wode yen efemu no ade se na ha dwempa ye enu ntini ebre edu se eye wosre se wohia eye apaucho anase bibia chese be ma won South Africa yakoma etimi atoye yem no kyeremu asa impatade na wo bisa no ninina efa se ebia eye se ebia ye pese sika bia na se ye pese ye so Africa na se amanfofo no eso yasne ewe adwuma bie mu a omotimi so aso yasne se ne be ya bibia so ebetimi akonkan nsem we bi na ode etodwa.
Fellow Africans, esteemed leaders, brothers and sisters of the African continent, it is with great honor that I address you today on the occasion of Africa Day 2025. As we gather in Addis Ababa and connect across our vast continent and beyond, we celebrate our resilience, our rich heritage, and our unwavering spirit. This year, our celebration is particularly significant. The African Union has declared 2025 as the year for justice for Africans and people of African descent through reparations. As the AU champion for this critical cause, I'm deeply committed to working with you all to achieve this vital objective. For too long, the legacy of slavery, colonialism, and neo-colonialism has cast a long shadow on the lives and progress of Africans and people of African descent. These historical injustices have left deep scars. Reparations are not merely about financial compensation, they are about acknowledging the profound and enduring damage inflicted upon our people. They are about confronting the uncomfortable truths of our past and taking concrete steps to rectify these wrongs. We seek justice, justice that encompasses a comprehensive range of measures, including official and unequivocal apologies from the nations and institutions responsible for perpetrating these historical injustices, addressing the crippling debt burden that continues to stifle economic growth in many African nations, a direct consequence of exploitation and unfair trade practices, providing resources and expertise to empower African nations to achieve.
Now, Asofu abedi chira washwa adisiansem so Dr. Clement Apak or the efutu akwa magana mebru nyina SS wokọ adwuma anase wonye adwuma bi eya wonbo wo homoden pa se wode ne kredi ebetimi aye adwuma na bibia nso betimi akonenim ode sansen we etodwa wa bra eya endra onamo ye Pray Africa Union Day cadets bi achese wode ehihye so ewo incrementemu ana wode etodwa se was say in Mufra and I said, one now. In Mebuna, Chessa, what do I who a share a Juma with me about a homoden now first so no. A Juma warrior and what in the credit, but yes, and you be answer to me a tutu now cream.
The challenges to do with drug abuse, youth violence are present with us. You would agree with me that one of the issues that we are contending with, even in our educational institutions, is drug abuse. Many have heard about the abuse of an opiate called Red. It's ravaging young people. is destroying the youth of this nation. Matters to do with indiscipline in our schools. We hear of teachers being attacked. We hear of students attacking teachers and destroying school property because they are not being allowed to cheat. This is not the way to go.
Openswa asante hene otumfo osai tutu otoso mienu ede futu akwa ma openyu kwancherefo ayapa no foforo se onkoda eye konfo anoche teaching hospital eye pa kwesi bedo se wonhwe se djuma yede ebehwere sa no betumi abọ ne homoden na wode akukuduro aye djuma asom ne man
ya sabia ya dia nyinara yempo wose eniko so enim dai beko enti let's say was say me any break kwan e be fa so ade beko am na say nipa bia enim kira say infan e ba metie ho na yede mbeko enti kwan bi e be fa so ade beko ma konfo no che yi ne be na no ana say enkabo dumedi ade ahye monsa sabe e dano wo na wo so wo hwe wonne wo management na wo say hwe na fi wa ma body so akunu de ekoso no mu hia mo so ma dwendwene ho no mo so say na tie na wo so ma body no kuno wo how nyina because day to day the wo na wo ne wo management na hwe na mu wi ade ato board na no so mo so akunu say no ma fa adwene ho say na be na fi ya ka tro say ni antikoye manenye yi na chese bibia ekoso na ayeka nti eno na mesre mo se mo fanka bo munye manenye yi na bibia nye yi fi konfo no che no kre me ame wa na mo se de sinya me wi ame kokoko wa na dwe nam se ade ti kwa ba ne be fa so be ne me nsre me anyi ntubo ane mfanye ene de sabre na de obisi na nan mu no wona wanti wonam de she ne nsa no efa nipa no moye enti me gire se wa hand over amount so amount reporter and also wo fiti ase from sabre na for the fe na moye ni nyina aka mama ne nyina ne ye ne kama na me pese mo ba mo to aso ma ne ye aban so aye se wo beboa mo hwe na ene nyina anya kama mai
Impenyufo wada eye Metro Mass Transit na chese wade kokobo eme edwumefo a wowo ho nyina se wonfa wo ho anase eba ne kata hwehwe ne proye a wontwe wo ho emfre ho se ne be ye edwuma a wodi e wo no so no ebetimi akonenim.
Company fleet of buses have run all-time low, and this has affected the company seriously in terms of our revenue mobilization. Many of our buses are on rocks. Others must be scrapped. And so, but we are saying that in acquiring new buses, the tests of Ghanaians and their comfortability today in transport operation have changed. So we will not do as what we did yesteryears to see how best we'll be able to procure not less than 500 buses and cargo trucks to start with. For us to move forward, and as we strive to bring the company up to speed, all these leakages must be plugged. Because we cannot be talking about mobilizing more resources when there's so much leakages. We need to plug the leakages, so that's why we have sent a signal and a warning to all our employees, our cherished and hard-working workers, that do not defile yourself by taking any small amount from the company. Let's mobilize all of them in a common pool. Then there are conditions of service which we acknowledge that is all-time low. We try to do something about it.
Bona is mountain swafo aye Francis owusu entry and na chese wode atu edwase Ghana ha oba Ghana ha dum se ye wo mantemi edu ensia a chese obia wo na sudie ene ne botaye a chese sineni so na no de obebo ne homoden pa se ne be ya Bona is mountain no so betimi afa ne tuma pa efra
abai
region bia ewo ade a ye frɛ no medium term development plan na sa medium term development plan he Bono East ha anase de ko Ghana obia de oba wieye nti oba wieye a na osese yenya ne beba besi na mu na yahwɛ so de ayɛ adwuma na botaye asiye ni support nti e pese yenya medium term development plan ne se ono ne obeboa region he ama yehu direction a ye pese ye kɔ region mu how we na district be identify ne there na identify na pay solutions ye the boboa amasa problems in every ho and so district be any peculiar issues district like a TWI municipal issues every different from TWI municipal but I see any so as a region people to coordinate how we are region.
Nananum atarankungwa wowo awin ede adesre atumpanyifo ne omampani enim se asundwe acheso woni na epene wose wotimi bono homodin na ma awin abato empeso resonso betimi enya asundwe nene na efa afimpinu ni eduonu mienu ntekwabra ni bia ekoso enu enam soma nipa be se 9 de wotimi eto adananum ewo esiedo wo kiremu anipa nan acheso wo femu ewu ye na nyade se wotimi ape atentrene ede amomo enu ntino wode incentral for ishiemu ekoso a wo kirebu se wo se omampani ede ne ho ehwem bi na periperi anasa sunje woni na epedo so no obetimi abemu
aban mfianso ne yenya asomdwe no aban wei ye papa his excellency John Dramani Mahama no no obi a otie asam na ohwe se mbra ebeye adwuma nti yesu nyina ne se enam se yasam ye pese yasam edu ne nchen nti ne ya friends nsam twerefo so momo ye ne mfa mframam na ye papa no onte na omeboa ye masomdwe emra ho
anakwa ekundoli enso ekire mu se ahonto ni omanu nti ahoho ekura suro obi kura ya badwuma wa pra transfer ko wehu nti mpuntu odi ema hwia mie na anakwa ekundoli ya mete mijina mu anim sesi ayi ya twem sutu se mabunu nyajuma ye wehu na sabe yanka no kure nya galamse nkoane adwuma ase
Mrasha bejeni dimade shawo isawem edrechiri abatwa empeso aneso Frank and Nodom pre ana chese wahye eba nini na ne sa nanwada yentokwa brani bia ekoso ewo ghetto bia chese ewo saa bia enam soma nipa mienu de wo femu ewuye na wo kirebu se nkrofo a chese wo ho ekaye na omonso a omo store ssey ade ese wo de impata ekwa akomomo
so ye pamucho ewura tea bread obetro mu nyina mudin Monday kakra bilemu obia se de ase bia mehwe sadio so ohine so frame me tea asam no nipa me di kan friend minister ewura muntaka nam ka jense de yakofra no nti omo because you see in some way ase me home so yes because in can na mo bi wo nko mutu ya bia nkan bedu sambre we asam ne sha se peja no say ekopo omamane that dia ekoso this is intelligence I have pikidie it in company for bi di mutu one na mo anka bia it wouldn't have degenerated to the point of 25 film ya size for inti wa shame bo anopa na no se police for dodo na abeba so mo hwa won so di police for dodo aba national security for ni de kan ka hu nyina inti na mesro se for wonu nyam ka bi ka dia maka no ho na yempa ye nkrofo nchew obia makuma emrafo wacho mutiebe mesramo so mo se yemfa videos mra na yem prosecute adwindwin wo sumiem obia ne shop and bibia say bia no mbo modian na bo preside ebe chomudi Monday yes me ye bia nkakra ka no so bia so mehwe na betimi aye
Assistant Headmaster Edema Jemfi Kumeni Secondary Technical School Stephen Adams or the other sre at Suja watchable se obasua pawunwa akadi achose ye dibesua de na aboama adisuane adetre etimi akoso ne ho akwatwe tin or the other sre etum penifo enim se obetimi akowo ho emwa na adisuane adetre so betimi akonenim ewosua poni.
You need enough classrooms yankwala no etena sisi ade the timetable kra no ama aforce ya ma the classes bi abubom the congestion the heat ba ebedu ba bi na kra no ne ho kire na ade kra enko ya tosu mienu administrative vehicle school pickup ya wa ye nibi in fact pickups are ya che every 10-15 years ago jamfi kumani enya ba hokrada face su ye be hia classroom nkonwa unfortunately nkonya enya aye no edu ba bi no na ebi ho nya den nti utra so sesi ada ni nyina sei na se de musu ye no so no ne kura no aye den nti e ba sa okura na enye
Aswafo washe fisem so Mutaka Mohammed Mubarak anachesa wade atu edwase na so ye no de obetimi abeye biasem ye be wade drones ebeko Ghana ye winhyem gina bia bebia na ode atu dwase sa drones no ba beboa ma wona chese wade inrobone efa ye winhyem gina bia no obetimi achiwo se ne be ya na se edwuma so betimi akoso tote sa bia.
We want to thank them for all they are doing. I know they deny themselves sleep so that we can sleep. They deny themselves a lot more so that our borders and our country will remain safe. We appreciate it. Excellency Gentleman Rama extends his greetings and assure them, as he said in his manifesto, we are determined to root them, to resource them, to make sure that they have what it takes to be able to protect all of us. We are taking a lot of measures because you see some of the things that are happening, people are using the unapproved routes. You know, in total we have about 48 entry points in our country, but we have a lot more unapproved, and so we are trying to explore the use of drones. I mean, night vision drones, so that even though they may be at one place, so it may be Tatale, but they can be monitoring across the route what is happening. And then we are also trying to say that we should not necessarily be using vehicles. We should also be using motorbikes, so that when you use drones and from the center you can see that people are crossing, you can chase them with a motorbike.
Apostle Aaron Yaminade atu wana nyuntufo nyina enim sel wonja isenya brebiano wofa apostolic asore no obohim na so ede to enwum ede pesika ewo YouTube ne TikTok na odinsen we etuja wa bra wo pau eye app bi hu etuba twese no omohims nini na eguso wode atu ejase wona twese wofa sa kwati kwai so efa omuhim so eto ewo YouTube ne eye TikTok no eye asotwe bi ewo ho ede ema omu
Odima say yempanyi na ye enti obia obetimi ato no se wo to endia your commercial BBDA enum no copyright wo enti se wo ba na wo beje ho permission na afa insise ye wo ho no je no wo ka obia nto but it is not right se obi adwuma wa ye wo didi ho onu onya ho infrastructure enti enu ne mraka kere da ho yentu fanyi ewade aye na mo wu kana power ana wodi ye bibi enye bibi afimu dia na mraka kra ewo mo ma yenhye no so.
Penyu kwanchirefo demand National Youth Authority NYA Osman Abdullahi Ayariga ana chese wade kokobo na juma efuani na se wahwe se wona chese ana se apprenticeship program chese wo ye no wona wade wo hu ebehwem ejuma no wahwe se wone won be ye niema kro ana se periperi ye so betimi akonenim na emom no omuyi amanyosem emfa enfrim na ejuma chese wo ye wo ho no so no ebetimi akonenim.
So far as government is taking the burden of you, the guarantor or the parent, who is supposed to pay for the apprenticeship program for the students. Government is seeking that you as a guarantor, once you guarantee and your ward or the apprentice drops out, not for reason beyond his or her control, i.e. maybe for health grounds or the person is relocating, but the person just wants to drop out because the person feels that he or she wants to drop out, then you, the guarantor, will be held responsible to pay back the money that government has already invested in the apprentice. And so for guarantors, we'll be looking at people such as maybe well-known people, maybe chiefs, maybe assembly members, people who work within the government sector that we can easily trace their salaries, or they can easily be traced to pay back whatever money that government would have invested on or in the ward who has eloped.
See an NAP that is built on implementation structures that are non-partisan. Let's make use of the district assemblies structures and then the NYA and other agency structures. Let's not create makeshift structures or ad hoc structures and then populate them with party actors who will add political color to it.
My engine and same way so na yenda ye ho sima ye ba ye de dwedie mu nsam so eto aso.
A story of love, elegance, and timeless beauty. At Sarah's Dream Jewelry, we bring you exquisite craftsmanship, stunning designs, and pieces that celebrate your moment. From engagement to anniversaries, birthdays to just because surprises, we help you make memories that shine forever. Discover timeless classics, modern elegance, and breathtaking collections, all at prices that sparkle. Looking for something unique? Our expert artisans craft personalized jewelry made just for you. Let's make your moment unforgettable. Sarah's Dream Jewelry, where elegance meets you.
Yamawakwaba Ediba Answer Company Limited. So pe blocks machines ya eya papa. Na ne bonso esan eda fomo dia. Enye na enwani Answer Company Limited. Yewa conveyor blocks machines, hydraulic blocks machines, pallets, any blocks machines in one accessories nyina. And na fe so blocks machines ahodro wo pani nyina bi nso ewo ho. Hwehwe ye kira kwan ene ya. Yewa Spinters Road 18 Junction. Yani KFC dan no na edi nhwe animu. Freye ewo 05240 and I say 0540725850. Amstel blocks machines papa pa efie.
Yanza mo bibia akwa babio na meka wo se aha eye Cstv News 24 eye prentobre kasie na weni gusu awo hwe e wa harub se no na se woko eye ya be fide tintan so Facebook no eye Cstv GS also na YouTube eye Cstv GH kwa like do YouTube wa subscribe e fa ma ye se ne be ya bibia nso betimi akone nim na ye toa insem na so a Ghana National Gas impanyefo na chese wode atu edwase enwuma hodo a chese na nka wose wawie wentimi enwie no betimi abo wo homodin ewie na wode hwehweye ba begu akwabi na wetimi ewie ntempa na aboa Ghana impunto sansen we ayebo chairman totobi kwache na ode sansen we etudwa.
We are not impressed with the progress of work because we didn't see too much. We have to go down to the drawing board, see where we can. We don't want the money, any investment should not go waste. So we'll have to review what has been done and see how we can take it up. In our rounds today, we've seen that there is a lot of work that needs to be done. We saw the trauma center. We think that as a matter of urgency, we should try and do something about it because it will serve the larger community in the area.
These projects that have truncated, and look, they have truncated in the past years. you know what we are talking about. We have come to do things better. So it is part of the reset agenda. So we are going to make sure that we operationalize them. But fortunately for us, in terms of the core operations of Ghana Gas, these other ancillary facilities are just there to support the core operation. This is Ghana Gas, and this is impressive and is working well.
Penny Quantra for Action People Party, Tranitia say APP, Kenneth Nana Kwame Asamoah, they are two addresses and Pempe will share Senya a Sidenu Edihene a America dollar Neswa, na a tresse NDC abino what or Boa Modern Pie, or Sister Woshe Caneno, Senya na ye Sidenu, every cosra dollar no edia sono, or share in Pempe NDC abino, a jumat is a war. Yen sheye wodi egu apemu no eboa paaye.
EM is the best manager of the economy. And I will share na points here woye nkola wodu mogu abemwa. For me, that is the way we want it because it maybe nempeni mfono nkwan ye di mogu abemu. Omoko offices here now or moda. And the JD Amia who said the younger generation we can do it and do it best. And to share all the sectors emranti ene maba or do mato twano. Now we share a juma or more ya. Let's just say this administration means something. They mean something for good people of Ghana. To the extent they say, okay, 120 days here. Wow, here's a year, the $1 akudria. Eswatia kama. Na the best lane say, a maninko yes, be previous akosiko no jina kwanchen. Omo modin so be maintaining 120 days. Adia bakwa eyo hawa and I have to say it. It's about the electricity problem that we are facing. Nancy Obaye will jump electricity tariff to about 14%, right? And now just 14%. And now we are expecting you say we should be maintain electricity na amaye. But as I say, I'm saying Dumsono is taking over. As I say, Ama Hochra Bagana for so. And Obeshem Ranti and Mabawa, the only thing that they are doing is gambling. Yamani Bibre Sube Sibra no Yadintra because a Juma anyone muntra. And we need a government who can create noble environment. Obama a Juma Abama Mranti and Mabawa Yajuma. And also the way JDM have started ya, Oko IER, Oma Stati, Oko your friend is say, Omo National Organizer, Omo Swastati, Omo more employment. That is fine, but we need more factories.
My engineer and way soon and I Husima Yaba, Yamanone incense so etwaso. Womanonu MCM nanwada shimudia US mampeni Donald Trump and South Africa mampeni Sarah Ramaphosa and so share in semache so what they etu jano or the trebu say ade sent kwabia ekoso ananse nipa kunkuma ekoso e South Africa o mampeni Donald Trump tremu a entwaye kra eno na trese South Africa police minister Senzo ade abetu edwase insemache so mampeni Donald Trump ade abetu dwano no krabia enim Niedu so enijediemu ensem na Nollywood actor Godwin akasa afananu da sinibia na cheso wo twa anu ena soma Zubi Michael na chese onu senior chese na wo yinu senior chese na wo yinu na dia chese was Zubi Michael no ni script nim there says Zubi Michael of him or cobon karata or simi eto for and pempen yakase or da ayaresabia waje na yarishe no na chese what they atu just say was saying crofo etimi ebo wo homodin ehwe wo ho so yie chitru ne bambo ho ensem se ne be ya se bi mpo so koyi sini ana se okotwa sini bia se ba de se ye be ko ana se bibia e be pra obi na enya de ana se e wo se utimi ehwe wo ho yie se ne be ya wontimi endi dem ana se we mpra Ghana nyum tini yaw Darlington nanwada obeka yisembi efa patapa hu on the answer way etuja e wo showbiz review extra eso na wo tremu se eba se yemfa nyum tuni bi antoto ne ho a ma ne nye patapa na emom no enye Kwame Eugene nanso inde ode abetu edwa se ode chopa kese pa na ema patapa se ne nsem kai bi a chese wo kaaye no Enfa enchen. Ewie busuafo hase na prentbre kase ye boabo anu nina no ye de ebesi Sell Street Tom Brown Amsa Block Machinery and Block Manufacturing Yep Decoration Sarah's Dream Jewelry Street by Manel KS Parfumers Co Limited Rema Ocean Agency NSO ya seninde wie ya ede kase ebeso minsu meji pinie mede so medi ene maame ama bafua mamuni na munisha makramo